All right, here we go. Here we go. Now let's see if we see me. There we go. All right. All right, so we haven't figured out the green screen yet, but we are on StreamYard. So this will get better. I will be able to share videos this episode with you guys. Uh-huh. Yes, and y'all see how all the comments are here laid out. So I don't have to keep bouncing them forth, back and forth. And let me try to direct some traffic from Insta. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. What up, y'all? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So Instagram, I'm only gonna be on here for 15 minutes. I just came to show y'all where y'all can go watch the whole show at. Because the show is gonna be much better. Go to my YouTube or my Facebook. We're only gonna be here for 15 minutes. I'm just letting y'all know we here. Hey, 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 what up, y'all? We got 15 people in here. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Finally went and got the StreamYard. I got to figure out the green screen situation because it wasn't working this morning. I think I might need some more light. But we lit. Yeah. Yeah, we kept the files. Brandy did clap back. We're going to play it. So I'm probably going to get demonetized. So if you in, YouTube and you feel like blessing your boy's Cash App, feel free. No pressure though. But you can always do a like. You can always smash that like button. If you are over here on Instagram, I need you to go over there to either the YouTube page or the Facebook page live. It don't matter. Whatever you want to do. Okay? Matter of fact, let me see if there's anybody. How can you be a moderator on YouTube? Let's figure it out because I need one. What up, Tia? What up, everybody? We just letting everybody stream, come up in here before we start because I'm gonna cut the Instagram stream in a minute. I gotta put my little juices and berries in my hair. What's goody? Listen, if you want to watch this whole show, come over to my to my YouTube or my Facebook at I Am Doughboy TV. Because this Instagram, we're not putting the whole thing on Instagram no more. Because I can't show you guys the stuff. I want to be able to share my screen with you guys. I can't. So I'm trying to just bring everybody over there. Yeah, I'm still growing the fro. Ebony says, how am I? I am blessed and highly favored. I ain't got no complaints, you heard? Gonna have a good show this morning. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you can when you're coming in on YouTube. Yes, yes. The hair is starting to flourish. All right. We all feeling good? Damn, they took your page, Will. I'm gonna follow that page. DM me so I don't forget. What up, everybody? All love, all love, good energy. Why they taking people's pages, Will? Whipping out all my hair follicles? No, I don't think so. I'm just letting my hair breathe. It's all compact when I wake up. Tia in the building. What's my beard routine? I ain't really got one. I got some decent jeans with the beard. We try to put oils in it though to make it shine and glisten. Make that thing twinkle and glisten. Make sure you guys head over to, hold on, where's my headphones? Head over to the YouTube. Damn, it's a Rito shit? No. He had like 800,000. What up, D-Girl here, 7 Mile to the better mile. Okay. Corleone said, niggas with real beards don't need a routine. Just wash and go. Yeah, I don't really do nothing. I don't really do nothing for this. This is God's work, homie. Yeah. Okay. We got 43 people in the YouTube. You guys are coming in great. Okay. 6:15, we're going to be starting and we're going to cut the Instagram. So y'all need to come over here. You dig. Milwaukee's in the building. Okay, Caprice. Okay. That's the vibes. We're finna have a good episode today. That's what we're finna have. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's what I want to have. Okay. I am Doughboy TV. Just how it's spelled right there. Charlie Banks says, "What's up? Been a fan for a long time. I appreciate you. I've been doing great." North Carolina building. That's what's up. 79 Beach. She says you can be a moderator. Look, we're gonna put a team together. You understand me? Big Roni in the building. I don't know if it's Ronnie or Roni, but I be saying Roni. We'll put this on for when we gotta play our stuff. All right, we're gonna start in about 5 minutes. Y'all just go ahead, just join in, have a seat, whatever you need to get your morning, your thoughts together. Whether it's coffee, whether it's little greenery, whatever it is you do, get it together. Whether it's breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Mark Brown said up early eating pork and beans. I ain't mad at you. What's good? Life is good. We got a good doc today. We're gonna have a good show. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, if you're in here, get ready to make that transition over. Because I'm about to cut this stream in about 5 minutes. 25K. Yes, we did hit 25K. We feel great about that. Our next goal is 50,000. Yeah, we're going for that 100 bop. I would love to get that for my birthday. My birthday, August 21st. So we got a lot of work to do. But I would love that for my birthday. But, we're going to keep building this thing organically and what have you. Jay Moore said, puffing on that gas with a cup of coffee. That's that morning cup of joe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Caprice said, what up, Doe? Milwaukee in the building. What up? Oh, I didn't even realize I hadn't put on my trinkets. Flannel Jenkins in here. What it up? Everybody's in the building this morning. All my regulars in here, except for a couple people. Where's Mila Manifest ain't in here? There's a couple folks. What a tragedy. You can laugh at me. All right, everybody hop up in. Am I shadow banned on Insta? There's like 5 people up in there. We had like 200 people up in there the other day. Sounding better this morning. Yes. Yesterday I just felt terrible. I woke up late. You know what I'm saying? I went out and did all these hoes with Precious and Craig. Craig, Schmad. Good times. I genuinely like both of those people. Okay, so Instagram about to cut y'all off. There's only 3 of y'all over here now. Can I talk about Brandon Langley? Possibly. Who is Brandon Langley? Possibly. Not if it's something super deep. We don't want to go super deep, guys. All right. Here we go. All right. So listen, if you are over here on Instagram, please do me the biggest of favors. You see the handle, I am Doughboy TV. You can go to Facebook or you can go to YouTube. Pull up and have the show going there. It's going to be live. It's going to be lit. So pull up. Okay. Where we going from right now, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Morning Cup of Dough morning show. All right, Instagram. Meet us over there. Bye. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. David Berkeley said those Mexican pizzas got me drinking water and regret for breakfast. I got it. A said I got 1 million the first few days they came out. Water and regret. That's hilarious. Used to love those. Did I ever get the $474 from the Detroit steak place? I did. It took a couple days, but I got my money back. And I don't think it was. I think somebody was trying to do something funny at first until like I was like, hey. So did get it back. So that's a real solid fan right there. Because yeah, that was a whole thing. Trying to get that back. So yeah, okay. So at 6:15, we are back in the mix like Harmony Grits. This is another episode of the Morning Cup of Dough morning show. We're out here, we're lit, and we are having good times with it. All right. I have a hold on one second. Okay, so I think I do have the ability now. Hold on one second. Seriously, okay, hold on one second. So, boom, watch this, you guys. It's lit what I'm able to do now. So we're going, hold on one second. We do this, okay, so we're over here, boom. All right, let's move this for now. Okay, so watch this, guys. What we got right now. We're going to share the screen. Okay, hold on one second. Oh no, hold on. I didn't know I had to do all this. Okay, hold on one second. Why is it not letting me do this? Hold on. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, so let me try this now. Hold on one second. All right. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, give me 1 second. It's my first time doing this. All right, one moment. Here we go. Okay, share the screen. Boom. Boom. All right, is it Chrome tab? All right, so boom. Okay, so you see how we have stuff here. All right, so here is Brandy's clapback to Jack Harlow. Let you guys hear this. All right, here we go. I got it off of Twitter. All right, you ready? Here we go. Brandy with the clapback, and we're going to all be honest as a family and say, how did she do? All right, here we go. Allow
me to reintroduce myself. My name is world famous, one of the greatest living legend. Did I mention my resume is amazing? The game need a breath of fresh air and I'm breathtaking. Painted pictures, Cinderella scriptures, but that don't mean jack in the streets. Jack of all trades, now I'm here, jack of the beats. Queen's cancel, but you could never cancel a queen. Crown concrete stone, an angel in disguise, a Rome, the earth god, the son of Jehovah's own. I bear witness to my second coming. 100 miles of running, still getting money from motive. I overdone it. Over 20 years and I'm still a topic. A picture's worth a million, now I'm feeling dropping. 43 and feeling like a kid with millions watching. Popular, but now I'm about to shit for those out of pocket. I went diamond, guess I'm still a gold mine shining. This black excellence at its finest. Don't call me Brandy no more, call me your highness. Built tougher than my brother Ray J glasses. Cause it's passion, you woke up a beast, now it's madness. Singer slash rapper, rapper slash actress. I'm reaching for the crown. You might get a handful of thorns, or maybe you just wanna be down. I put on for my women, boss chicks and kings, put respect on my name. I was here before memes, skinny jeans and dope fiends, high on lean. I'm high off life, and most times that's all you need. And the moral to my story is my chapter is new again. Back on top of the world, sky's blue again. Doing something people thought I'd never do again. For the fans, the hustlers and hooligans.
Okay. All right. So hold on one second. I still don't know if I was sharing that right. Don't know if I was sharing the screen right. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the record. Let's listen to it one more time. I'm not going to share the screen this time, but I'm playing one more time. Let me just listen to it one more time. Here we go. One more time. Let's make sure we didn't miss nothing. Let's give her a fair shake. One more time.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is world famous, one of the greatest living legend. Did I mention my resume is amazing? The game need a breath of fresh air and I'm breathtaking. Painted pictures, Cinderella scriptures, but that don't mean jack in the streets. Jack of all trades, now I'm here, jack of the beats. Queen's cancel, but you could never cancel a queen. Crown concrete stone, an angel in disguise, a Rome, the earth god, the son of Jehovah's own. I bear witness to my second coming. 100 miles of running, still getting money from motive. I overdone it. Over 20 years and I'm still a topic. A picture's worth a million, now I'm feeling dropping. 43 and feeling like a kid with millions watching. Popular, but now I'm about to shit for those out of pocket. I went diamond, guess I'm still a gold mine shining. This black excellence at its finest. Don't call me Brandy no more, call me your highness. Built tougher than my brother Ray J glasses. Cause it's passion, you woke up a beast, now it's madness. Singer slash rapper, rapper slash actress. I'm reaching for the crown. You might get a handful of thorns, or maybe you just wanna be down. I put on for my women, boss chicks and kings, put respect on my name. I was here before memes, skinny jeans and dope fiends, high on lean. I'm high off life, and most times that's all you need. And the moral to my story is my chapter is new again. Back on top of the world, sky's blue again. Doing something people thought I'd never do again. For the fans, the hustlers and hooligans.
Okay. I just wanted to run it back 2 times, and I wanted to give Brandy the proper respect that she deserves before we because this is the thing. Yeah, you can get respect for everything that you've done, all those good things. That don't mean that just is transcended forever in everything you do. So I wanted to make sure that we listen to it. That's why I played it twice. This video is gonna get demonetized because I did that. So you want to throw me $1 in that Cash App, you can't, but no pressure. I'm gonna keep it 100. And listen, this is with all due respect. I got nothing but love for Brandy. I got nothing but love for, Ray J, all the, the Brandy family, I'm a huge Brandy fan. So let's just be clear. I'm a huge Brandy fan. I've been rocking with Brandy for years. This just didn't do it for me though. I was just like, and then it's like cause see, everybody was looking at me crazy. Hold on. Oops. Everybody was, hold on. Okay. Can y'all hear me good? Okay. Everybody was looking at me crazy when I covered the story the first time. And they're like, she's not even serious. This is a joke. No, nigga, it seemed pretty serious. Somebody said, am I not messing with it? It ain't that I'm not messing with it, but it's just like, was it good? Is it like, and then I just think when you're dissing a 24-year-old white kid from Kentucky, for not knowing who you are. Because that's essentially, and maybe this is all tongue in cheek. Maybe this is just a fun back and forth thing. Maybe they've been on the phone back and forth like, yo, this is hilarious. Like, I seen your interview. Is it cool? I'm going to dish you. Let's go back and forth. So if this is something between, but I don't think it's that, because Jack Harlow had put up a snippet of the Bring Me Down song from Kanye West with Brandy on the hook. Like, they never bring me down, bring down. Like, you see what I'm saying? Hold on. Day says his music is cool, but that was the weakest 85 South show I've seen in a while. Dude seems so uninteresting, interested in what was going on. No type of personality or culture, so I see why he wouldn't know. Okay, A said this seems like a serious joke, like a playful beef, except come with it though. Okay, it's not real beef, but it's playful. Where are we getting the notion from that this is a joke? Niggas don't joke in hip hop. And if you diss a nigga, it's on. Like, it's on. Like, niggas ain't. If you call somebody out, and she definitely called him out. Now, okay, so I had a couple questions on this. First of all, what do you guys rate the verse? Do you feel like the verse was fire? Give me a 1 to 10 of what you're giving this verse. Are you guys even looking at this? I didn't say she said nothing disrespectful, but she's still the jack of all trades, jacking for beats. Do y'all like the verse? Give me 1 through 10. I'll give you guys my. Wow, niggas are saying 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Jay Morris, King David 5-6. Colin says an 8. What are y'all rating this out of 10? 7 to 8. So y'all like this? Okay. All right. What is it? 1 through 10. What are y'all rating this? DCB says, I don't think it's beef. She's just reintroducing herself. See, I think what would have been more fire than a response record to him, is maybe just drop a new record. You know she got some new music. And even if she didn't, you know she got a record in the cut. And then maybe tweet out and be like, hey, Jack, this is what I do. And then drop the fire record, and we can do that. But an R&B singer in her mid-40s hopping on a beat, a hip-hop beat, to diss a white kid because he didn't know who she was. Okay, Chase Deb said there are a lot of rappers that can't even write like that, let alone deliver that well. What? Okay, you know what I liken this to? I liken this to when Beyonce was rapping back in the day. Remember when her and Jay-Z like did a song, she was rapping, and it was like, oh my God, Beyonce could do a whole album. No, she can't. Like, a singer that's rap, like, and I get it, some people sing and rap very good. You got your Drakes of the world. You got your, T-Pains of the world. There are people who can do it. But I just, it didn't hit for me. I mean, I'll give it, being nice, because I love Brandy, I give it a 6.5. And that's all love. Like, I feel like she's super talented. I just feel like this was just, I don't know. And I'm not tripping. I know it's probably not some serious beef. Like, I know it's not, but it was just, even how she was rapping it, like, it was just, I was just like, okay. So I'm not mad at it, but I don't know if she, now, but let me ask y'all this. Now, do y'all think that Jack Harlow will respond? That's the thing. Do y'all think he's gonna respond? Because then, what if he circles the block on Brandy and cooks her ass? Somebody said, you keep saying a white kid from Kentucky, that doesn't matter simply because he chose to be in our land of entertainment. Okay, but even if he's 24 and he's part of the culture, you can still not know who Brandy is. I mean, I'm not mad at a 24-year-old not knowing Brandy's music when her music was really, like, she was at her heyday probably, 20 years ago. And that's no shade to her. She's an amazing artist. But I don't know. I don't know. And when I say Kentucky, I'm just like, even if he was a part of hip hop, that doesn't mean he was into the R&B scene of the late 90s. Like, Brandy was a megastar in the late 90s. This kid wasn't even born yet. If he's 24, that means he was born in 98. Moesha was already on TV. Somebody said she should not be upset that the nigga didn't know her. It seems a little, what's the word? Because I don't want to say the wrong word, but it just seems like, how dare you not know? Like, I'm dissing you because you don't know me? Dave says, if you're going to immerse yourself in our culture, the least you could do is learn about the major influences of our culture. Did Brandy influence hip hop though? Or did she like, I can see if he was an R&B singer. Did she impact hip hop? I don't know if she did that. Somebody, Corleo said she's narcissistic. I don't want to call it that. But to diss somebody because they don't know you is a little off a little bit. Chase Dub said the streets ain't listening to no Jack Harlow. His fan base is 7th graders and Caucasians. Yo, I listened to his album. You can definitely hear Drake's effect on him. Some of the songs were dope, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of the songs were cool, but then by the time I got like halfway through the album, I was just like, all right, what do we, you know? I don't say I hate it. I don't know his music, so I don't know any of his other albums to scale it against. Corleo said, no, Brandy did not do anything for hip hop. She was a great artist. Yeah, she was a great artist, but I don't feel like you can be mad at folks for not knowing you. You see what I'm saying? Like, especially a hip hop artist, especially a younger hip hop artist. They don't know niggas that came out 3 years ago, let alone who was hot in the 90s. So that's what it is overall for me. Like, I get it. She's already done it. She's already hopped into the beef feet first. Somebody said Jack Harlow got one flow. He does seem a little, but he's a great rapper. I mean, I remember I first got onto Jack Harlow when I heard that song with him, with the baby, with Wayne, with Tory. I feel like he held his own with some of rap's elite. So I do think he's good. But yeah, with the whole Brandy thing, I think it's fun. I think it's cool for hip hop because nothing will come of this. Like, it's not gonna be like, even if he does clap back, I don't see him going super hard at her and dissing her for real. I feel like it could be a cool little back and forth. And maybe this will mean some new music from Brandy. Maybe she will give us some bars. You know, maybe she will give us a new album because niggas is and Brandy fine as hell. So Brandy one of the most gorgeous women on earth. So shit, maybe we get more Brandy music. I wouldn't be mad at it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this beef just the whole time is just like, this is happening. She's gonna diss him. Oh, this is really happening. Somebody said Harlow the Drake replacement. Oh God, I hope not. Yeah. They got a song together. It was kind of dope. I ain't gonna hold you. He was giving Drake a run for his money. The boy can rap. We're not gonna say Jack Harlow can't rap. That's why I think this is interesting. Because if he fuck around and come out and cook Brandy ass, then I think niggas gonna be upset. But then can you be mad because she started it? A said, I love Brandy as a singer and vocalist. I would love a new album. Me too. Kiddo said, you know Ray J waiting to pop out too. Yes. You was rocking with the roast beef from yesterday. All I've been doing is getting cooked. But thank you for rocking with the content. It's lit. So, you know. What's today? Today's Thursday. So let me tell you guys, just totally unrelated, but kind of related. I realized that I really wasn't even sick the other day. I have, for whatever reason, started to get allergies in my 40s. Pretty pissed off about it. I used to always back in the day empathize with people so much who had allergies. I was just like, man, I'm sorry you're going through that. That's a tough thing. And now I have all the things. My eyes be burning, they be itching. I literally be having to take Zyrtec and Benadryl. I'm like, oh my God, I have to have allergies now. Claritin, oh, you already know that. Benadryl, I'm on it. But I ain't never had to do these things. My whole life. All my life I've been dope, and I never had allergies for sure. Now I'm sniffling every day. With allergies, will I be okay? Okay, I don't know. What am I doing? So yeah, I have them. Eyes was just burning. I was outside, eyes just watering like I was crying. I'm like, fam. South National said, she sounded better than any Young Thug tracks. Can't understand them screeching, all high pitched, mumbling. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna give you that. She sounded better than any Young Thug verse. Day says your body changes every year, but shit be coming out of nowhere. You ain't used to it. Yeah. Like, how does it just happen or just out the blue? I was just like, why for this is for me? I don't like it. Who watches said, me too. What the fuck is that? I don't know. It's the whole thing. Tia Williams said that's really not that uncommon. Our bodies reset like every 7 years. Yeah. The older you get, the weaker your immune system gets, and that can result in new allergies. I don't want my immune system getting weak. This nigga been strong for years. Straw Hat Goosey said, I like Thuggerlicious. Yo, you know what the crazy thing about the whole Young Thug thing? Like, I've been going back lately and just like kind of watching old Gunner videos and Young Thug videos, not just the music, but also seeing like their vlog. And like, it's like, I'd be just so sad for that whole situation. As somebody who wanted to rap his whole life and prayed and tried everything I could, I put all the money I could into it. It never really happened for me. And these guys were international rap stars. And it's just like, for whatever reason, they couldn't cut free of their own environment. And now their freedom is at risk. And it's just like, I'm by no means promoting these individuals if they were doing the things that they're accused of. If they did what they are accused of, then listen, I would totally understand why they may have to. But you know what I'm saying? But it's just like for black men, I feel like a lot of times it's such a trap because we come up in these environments and it's almost like you get respected and celebrated if you live a certain way. And even with our rappers, it's like we don't want to listen to the music if the stuff wasn't real. It's like we won't even. So the more realistic you are, the more we like it. So they were just doing essentially what they thought they needed to do to be successful. I I don't know, like maybe having these ties and affiliations, it's just like it just makes me so sad though because it's like man, these brothers had it and they could have made it to where their kids would eat. I mean, I've heard some stories about. I've heard conflicting stories about Young Thug. I've heard stories about his generosity and how many people he's helped. I've also heard about he was really a street dude in the streets, and it was never a joke, and it was never an act. It was never for the cameras. So yeah, man, prayers to everybody involved in that situation. But it just be sad because I really feel like young rappers are being targeted now, whether they're doing something wrong or not. So now you're gonna have a case of even if you ain't doing nothing that they say that you're doing, they're gonna try to come and railroad it. Like there was another indictment that just came out of Rico for a D thing in New York. I'm like, oh, they try to get everybody. These rappers don't understand that they are under attack by the federal government. Way because now it's just all these different states are like, okay, because if you really look at the music, it's really decreasing the murder rate. So, prayers to everybody in that situation. So yeah, there we go. Okay, I wanted to talk about this. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I'm gonna share the screen on this too. Okay, hold on one second. All right, so now let me try to share my screen again. I think I need to share the particular window. Okay. So Star, I'm not sure who this Star lady is, but she had a situation. It was caught on video, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Share screen. Window. Okay. Is it Chrome tab? Oh, here we go. See, this is a lot easier. Okay, here we go. But pull it up for you guys.
Look at this. Look at this, Dynasty. Look at this. Look at this. Now, if I go off, I'm wrong. If I go off, I'm wrong. Get the.
We started over. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start it over from the top. Okay, so basically, she said, "Look how comfortable this lady was in my Lambo." Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, Dynasty. Look at this. Look at this. Now, if I go off, I'm wrong. If I go off, I'm wrong. Get the out my car right now. That's disrespectful. It's not a joke and it's not funny. Get the out. Do not play with me like that. You don't open nobody's car like that. Are you insane? No, you're not sorry, or you wouldn't have done it. Move. You're insane. You take a picture outside. I don't care.
Okay. So, and this was her response as well.
What I want to say about the incident is that I understand. I have a business. You didn't know who the car belonged to. You thought it was that white lady. You didn't think it was this young, sexy ting right here. But we're unapologetic. That's the real issue. That's the really issue. Like, I'm really just sad because after I yelled, you guys were laughing. And I was embarrassed. I don't like to yell. Do I look like a barbaric person? I'm a princess. Oh, and guess what? They can't find the lady. The lady wasn't even a customer there. She's not in their system. That lady just, if you live in Miami, you know it's like a luxury car spot. So a lot of people, after they get their car detailed, they take photos. This lady just ran off on the plug. I don't know what's up with her. There's something wrong with her. Y'all be careful out here. Black men protect black women. Unfortunately, it seems I gotta protect myself because not even the men that work there want to protect me. I don't know. What I want to say about the incident is that I understand. I have a business. You didn't know who the car belonged.
All right. So, how do we feel about that? How do we feel about this? I know I always say, okay, hold on. I get that a lot. Hold on. Okay. How do y'all feel about that? All right, Just Hummeline in here said, I'm not going to lie. People, especially white people, be intrusive. They know more about my vehicles than me. Okay, King David said, the fact she felt privileged enough to do it, it kills me. Flannel says, she must be from Sri Lanka. She was giving off. I was like, is this Nicki Minaj's little cousin? I was like, she got the Barb mannerisms there. Okay, but let's talk about the subject at hand. Do you feel like that's racial profiling? Because I don't know, because they just let her, they're not supposed to do that. If that's not your vehicle, the people working there, whatever type of, finesse, why would you just allow somebody to walk up in the car? But at the same time, you could be looked at as wrong either way, because if you work there, if somebody walks up to you, up to the car, you're probably just going to assume it's their car. So I don't know that it's that disrespectful unless the people that let her into the car maybe are the same people that took the keys from the young lady. Now, if the car is done and somebody just walks up like, oh, thank you, and my car is done, that's an honest mistake. I don't know that that's racial profiling. Now, once you know it's an issue, and then I feel like, okay, then yes, I do feel her point. The company should have been apologetic. But what is it I think that you want the apology for that they didn't know? Like, it's Valet. Like, nigga, like, if when you really think about it, anybody, if you just have the ticket, you can just find the ticket. Think about Valet and how it works. You can just find the ticket, Valet, and just walk up and give them the ticket. They're going to bring you whatever car the vehicle is associated with. There's not like a picture of you. It's just like, so in essence, you can walk. So if you're walking up to get your car, They're probably just not thinking you're not the owner of a vehicle coming to a vehicle that's not yours. So I get it. You got a pink Lamborghini truck and you feel like this white bitch in my car, that's some whole shit. You niggas should have known better. But I'm just like, how do they know whose car that was? Like, so I don't think everything is like this big racial profile, because that's how it started to kind of feel. She was like, you thought it was this white woman's and not a pretty black teen. I don't think it was that. I just feel like whoever walked up, and you were inside the building, it's whoever this lady was just probably just walked up like, yeah, this is my car now. Now, what if the people that worked there would have flexed her and stalled her out like, no, show us some proof? Then that lady could have been like, you're profiling me, this is my car. You know what I'm saying? So EJ said, how do they not know? They never know. I live in LA, so I valet my car a lot. When I leave my car with them, I give them my keys, they give me a small little ticket. Anybody can come back with that ticket. Tia Williams says, Ciara was the one who was disrespectful. Them people was just at work and they don't know, they don't care for real. So yes, the Ciara was absolutely wrong. But that's where the aggression should be. I don't think it should be toward the valet people. They were at work. They were doing their job. I don't think that there was any way that they could know. You know? And I think that we have to, as the culture, if you want my humble opinion, shout out to Just Humbly. You want my humble opinion? See, the allergies are acting up again. Here they are. All of a sudden, I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. As the culture, I do feel like we do need to stop being so quick to call everything race. Everything is not racial profiling. Everything is not somebody trying to make a black person feel, profiled or made to feel less than. I feel like this was just an honest mistake that could have happened to anybody. I do not think that they were trying to just mess with her. And for her to be like, y'all weren't apologetic, what were they supposed to? Okay, I think they could have been like, okay, our bad, but it happened so quick. You went out there, you started cussing the lady out. I just feel like it happens too fast. Everything ain't a thing. That's my favorite thing to say. Everything ain't a thing. I think that could have just been a funny moment. Like, and I get it. You don't want nobody hopping in your car, so you can have money, whatever in your car. Nobody should feel comfortable enough to get in your car. But at the same time, I feel like that situation could have been made light of. You could have just walked up like, wow, man, I got a car just like this. Like, it could have been a fun thing. I don't know. I'm just never, and maybe that's just the comedic side of me. Maybe it's just that I don't always just see the bad in people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. She was wrong. She shouldn't have felt like she could hop in somebody's car and take a picture, but she's a fucking Lamborghini. She probably was just like, oh, flex light. But I get it. I just don't think it was this huge disrespectful play toward this one. Okay, King David said, ain't nothing funny with somebody going through this shit. I get that. Jay said, she did a photo shoot before getting in the car. Dude and the girl weren't employees. Oh, okay. Okay, listen, y'all can call me on it. If you nigga said, nah, dog, because if it was the other way around, what do you mean? If it was a black person hopping in somebody's car, would it have automatically been seemed racist for them? I'm just saying everything ain't a racist thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that she didn't do the wrong thing. And I'm talking about this white lady. I'm not saying she wasn't wrong. I'm not sticking up for her. I simply am saying I don't know if it was a racially motivated thing by the company to be like, oh, you're a white woman, this must be your car. It couldn't be that black woman's car because the black woman was sitting inside the building. And then she kind of just came out cussing her ass out. And I get it because you in her car. All I'm saying is we don't need. Hold on a second. When shit happens to us, the first thing people do is question the validity of the situation. Why is it that everyone is coming up with all these excuses for this white woman? I'm not coming up with it. I said the white woman was wrong. I'm cool with that. Okay. Should you be hopping in somebody's car that does not belong to you and taking pictures? No. Should you be on video in their car for any reason? No. So she was wrong. I'm saying that I don't view it as racist behavior from the company for not just for one not knowing that it wasn't her car, because there's no way to know. If somebody just walks up, they don't know. So I'm saying that I don't think that they're racist for that. And then the lady was like, well, y'all should have been apologetic. I'm like, if I work there and something like that happens, like, yeah, okay, of course I'll be apologetic, but I'm just like, if it happened that fast, you come out and you cuss the lady out, I just be like, oh shit, this isn't your car. Then I still at that point have to figure out, in a sense, whose car it is. So somebody got to have a ticket. It just seemed like it went from 0 to 60 real quick. It's like she is assessed the situation. She came outside and instantly she was barking on niggas, and I get it. I just don't know if, to me, that comes off as racism, because that's how she kind of tried to imply it. Like, oh, you thought it was the white lady's car, not this pretty black teen. I don't think that that's what they thought, because you weren't out there trying to get your car. You were in the building. So I don't think it was that. Personally, I wasn't there. It could have been racially profiled. You see what I'm saying? All right, so let me see what else everybody was saying. Hold on a second. Hold on. Somebody said facts for Chase. What did Chase say that was facts? All right, Chase, we'll put it on the line. Finish your sentence, player. Who's saying it's racist? She was trying to imply it was a racial thing. Straw Hack said, I'm back. Junkie knocked on my door. Okay, they're a luxury car service. Why would they be on top of everything going on with the cars? Crew? Okay, true, okay. Okay, Chase says, but why is how the black lady responded at the point of conversation? You said she should have walked up, making it a joke and to make it lighter. I said that's what I would have done. Okay. Doesn't seem racist to me. Okay. Dave says it's the assumption, though. That's the problem. It just so happened that the lady was white, so it didn't help the situation. But nonetheless, they assumed. And okay, Chase, I'll give you that. We shouldn't be going. I'm not condemning her response. I'm not saying she was wrong for cussing the lady out. I'm not saying that she was wrong for feeling how she felt. I'm just saying how I looked at it. I just didn't see the racism. I'm not saying she didn't have the right to be upset. If somebody was in my car and I don't have a Lamborghini truck, I have a much more modest vehicle, you know what I'm saying, than a Mercedes SUV. But if I did, I wouldn't have thought that, you know what I'm saying, was a racist act. That's all I'm saying. Let's not bring race into everything. You can have your reaction. You can be pissed like, white bitch, get out of my car. You can say all the things. It's cool. I'm just like, right, I kind of get a little lost. I'm just like, that was racist? That's all I'm saying. Now, two things could be true. Like, there's a lot of things that can be true in this situation. Was a white lady wrong for doing it? Yeah. Could the company have done more, to keep that lady's property safe? Yes. And did it feel like a little bit of an overreaction? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just came out cussing the lady out. I mean, if I have a Lamborghini truck, I'm going to get it. So I'm just me personally, I'm just going to come out like, can I help you? I'm just not going to go to anger that quick. But everybody ain't like me. I don't take everything that seriously. You see what I'm saying? I just be like, okay, you trying to take a picture? I'll be like, all right, ma'am, can I have a truck back? That's how you know what I'm saying? Tia says, now I'll give you that part though. If it was me, I would have been immediately in the situation, not on social. Yeah, pull your phone for proof, but the commentary beforehand is where you lose me. Exactly. And it kind of felt like a flex. It felt like a little bit of a flex. It took me a little bit. It felt like a flex. Chase Dev said, that's another thing. 100K on a car, and y'all ain't being more cautious with who y'all give my keys to? Good. Chase be having some great takes. Tia be having some great takes. Brody be having some great takes. Okay. That I can't argue with that for the company. That is $100,000 vehicle. You probably need to be doing more to ensure whose vehicle it is, who has access to it. Flato said, don't worry, if you find randoms opening your car door and climbing inside, you are right to overreact. I'm not assuming that's a joke. True, but you can see what it was. You can see a person taking a picture. You know you have a really nice car. So I'm just saying, sometimes you just got to read the room. Like, it didn't look like the lady was going through her car trying to steal shit. It looked like she literally was in there taking some pictures. It was just like, Now, should a white person should anybody feel that inclined to be in anybody's property like that? No, that's not what we're saying. I am simply just saying, to me, it ain't that serious. But hey, it ain't my Lamborghini truck. Maybe I'll act different when I get a Lamborghini truck and I'll want nobody in that motherfucker. Maybe I'll act 10 times worse than this lady. Okay, Chris Roller says, I don't know the context because I'm late, but saw the video. She got into a car that she did not own nor was driving. If I walked to your house because the door was open, would you not wonder what the F I was doing? That's a great take, Chris Roller. You're right. And a vehicle sometimes a vehicle is somebody's home. You are right. I can't argue with that. I don't have a valid comeback. You're right. And if it was me, it probably wouldn't be such a... But if I had the Lambo truck, I probably just wouldn't trip. I'd just be like, all right, man, move. Flato said, Day said, didn't hear the whole story, but I'd be pissed if somebody was just in my car. Basically what it was, Day, it was a white lady. Okay, so it was a black lady who owned a pink Lamborghini, and she was getting her car detailed. The car was done. She was in the building. She looks outside. A white lady randomly hops in her car, is taking pictures. So she comes out and confronts the lady, but then she ends up like getting pissed at the company, basically saying that it was racial profiling that they even allowed her in the car. I was just trying to point out the fact that I don't see this as racial. I just see this as an asshole moment. And anybody of any race can have asshole moments. You see what I'm saying? Like you can be black, white, Mexican, you can still be an asshole. And I just feel like it was an asshole moment. I feel like it wasn't the best decision. But I do feel like, and this is another thing too. I will say this. You can never judge somebody's reaction. Hold on one second. Straw has said, I didn't even see the video, but it was racist. Okay. Ronnie said, I think the issue is how cavalier white people can be. They feel entitled to doing whatever they want, whenever they want. Great take. They do. They do. Chase Dub said, if I catch a dude in about 2018 for an escape, it's on site. Facts. Isn't that what the ticket is for when you valet? Yeah. Okay, take the pick and move on since you opened my door. It's game on. Okay. Like, she didn't have to get in. Would you be comfortable with somebody hopping in your car? No, I wouldn't. I don't know if I pull the race card for the company for letting it happen. Because anybody can walk up to any car and be like, oh, this is my car, thank you. And then they'd be like, oh. Now, maybe she didn't have the ticket or whatever. So maybe they were a little lax, but I don't think it was racist. I don't think they looked at her like, yeah, it's definitely your car and not that other black lady in the building that we can't see, but we know this is your car in superiority to her. I don't think that happened. I think they probably just seen her walk up and was just like, okay, where's the ticket? And by the time they even got to play it, old girl came out, was cussing the broad out. Rody says she could have had crabs or COVID-19. Get the hell out of my car. Okay. I'll give you partial of that. Ain't nobody had crabs since the 70s. So crabs is a non-starter. But she could have had COVID-19 or monkeypox. So yes, I will give you that. White privilege, okay, I'll give you that. If a black girl did that to a white woman, the action would have been different though. Would it? What would the reaction have been? I don't know. But you may be right. Only overreaction was taking a video, maybe. But how else would the detail place believer? That's our thought process sometimes. We do got to have it on camera. Okay. That's all the company to know that part of their job. I'll give you that. Okay. Chase was responding to Rody. Say that. They can do whatever they want to do with little to no consequences. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll give it to you. You're right. Trayvon Martin was walking down the street with Skittles. You're right. Okay. It's not outwardly racist, but it may be some subliminal or doctored homegrown racism there, okay? What's your stance if she drove off in it? Now you just stole a car, so now you gotta go to jail. If she drives off in it, then all bets are off. You just stole a car. It's damn near trespassing for you getting in the car. I just be having light heart about shit like that. Like, if I had a truck and I'm coming out and you taking pictures, I'd be like, all right, man, watch out. Thank you for keeping it warm for me. And I'm just not gonna be like, like I don't be tripping off shit though. So, but I cannot get mad at Shorty for doing that. EJ says, I don't think it was racist, more negligence. There we go. Dr. Dandruff said, Doughboy, that's like somebody all in your Chinese food. The hell with you, Dr. Dandruff. Shout out to Dr. Dandruff, man. We did some, he came out there roasting, man. He held his own, man. Shout out to that guy. It says, yeah, if somebody was in my Chinese food, now if you put food into it, bring the guns out. Side note, I wanted to ask you guys this. Totally unrelated. I seen a tweet yesterday, and it said, if y'all drink room temperature water, what the hell be wrong with y'all? I wanted to ask that question. Are y'all drinking room temperature water? Because water is to be served ice cold. You hear me? That's why I buy this. You know why I bought this? Because I got ice cubes in here that will still be together at 10 o'clock tonight. Because this is like what the soldiers use in the army. I need my water cold as ice. Who is out here drinking? I used to date a girl back in the day, and she used to drink warm water. Like, she said it was better for digestion or some shit. Hit that like button, y'all. I don't know how many likes we got, but hit it. Matter of fact, let me check. I'm not drinking no room temperature water. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how many likes we got up in here. 42. Let's get them likes up, y'all. So y'all drinking room temperature water? Why? Who does that? What's wrong with y'all? Who raised y'all? I'm kidding. Because the girl I used to date, she used to have like an Asian background, and too. She was mixed with Asian. But I guess Asian people I don't think they drink warm water, but they drink like below room temperature. Danny said, I only drink room temperature if I've been outside and I'm hot. I just need cold water. EJ said, I drink room temperature first thing in the morning. Jay Moore says, yes, military training. Danny says, it's easier on your digestion and easier for your body to absorb like it's supposed to. Somebody said, I heard cold water is bad for you. I'm not doing this with the world. All the shit that we go through, all the shit that we talk about, now you mean to tell me that cold water is bad for you? I'm not believing it. Cold water is unhealthy now? Come on, man. I did hear this, though. This is what I heard. I heard that the logic behind it was that when you put cold water in your body, your body goes into shock for one, and then your body has to do everything in its power to heat it up. Cold water can fuck up your system now, really? So now it's just like, fuck drinking alcohol, fuck soda, fuck coffee. I'm going to drink water. Now it's the temperature. I hate this shit. Then it's like, you got to drink alkaline water, so now I got to put batteries in my water. Like, what is this? How about just let me drink the water? Jay Moore said it can shock the body, assiduous to cardiac arrest. Okay, I'm not even trying to joke with that. So you mean to tell me cold water can give me a heart attack? Come on, guys. No, we care about you. Put down the ice cubes. No! Water is hella hard to drink. Try to drink it. Anything less than ice cold is an impossibility for me. You understand me? If I'm trying to lose weight, cold water ain't the move. So now the temperature of my water can prohibit me from losing the weight. Side note, I love this StreamYard. Once I figure out the green screen situation, this is going to be, I think I'm going to have my first guest tomorrow. So yeah. Jay Morris says, 8 years in the military. I'm telling you the truth. I don't think that you're lying, Jay Morris. But I'm going to drink cold water. I wanted to know the mind state of you psychopaths who drink Room temperature water. No more Diet Coke skis. You got me fucked up, Flannel Jenkins. The fuck? I'm gonna drink these Diet Coke skis, goddammit. I keep a Diet Coke ski on me. This ain't even open. I just keep this here. I got a thing in my car. It's a glass thing. It says, break in case of emergency. It's 2 cold ones of these. Weird ass motherfuckers drinking room temperature water. If I ever come to your house, anybody in the chat, if for any reason we get cool on a personal level, and you invite me over to your house and I'm there, if you say, Doughboy, you want some water? And I say, yeah, and you bring your ass out there with a glass with no ice cubes in that motherfucker at room temperature water, I'm getting my ass up and I'm getting the hell out of there. Because I ain't going to trust you and I'm going to assume you got a head in the refrigerator and I ain't dealing with it. Now they saying cold water adds fat. Okay. You really think I want to hear this shit? Now cold water adds fat? To hell with you. To hell with you. Okay. I had some other good things I want to talk about here. Hold on one second. Okay. I wanted to ask you guys about this. Here we go. Hold on one second. What do you guys feel about this? All right, hold on one second. Here we go. I don't need this no more either. We already did that. Okay. All right. So here we go. I want to share this with you guys. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Tia said, rude. You gonna get this room water temperature and be thankful? Hilarious. Shout out to Tia. She said, you gonna get this water and be thankful. All right, here we go. 1 second. All right, here we go.
Oh no, where you at, babe? Where you at? Hey, get it. Hey, get it. Oh, hey, I'm with it. Gotta dream big. Ooh, gotta dream big. Love when you dance like that. Gotta dream big. Why not you? Hey, where you at, babe?
Okay, so this is what I want to talk about with this.
Hey, get it. Oh, hey.
Okay, so this is what I want to talk to you guys about this. Is this not the culture's favorite couple right now? Is this not couple goals? And I know I'm a guy and I'm saying that. I know it's usually some women say. But they make relationships seem fun, realistic. They make marriage look like something niggas should want to go through. I truly do not understand why guys be hating on Russell Wilson for the way he celebrates his wife. That's amazing to see that to me. I love it. I can't get enough of it because I think it's great for young Black people to see. I think that that's dope. And I think that too much of the culture, especially like with rap culture and the misogyny and the misogamy in the music and the misogynistic lyrics and kind of how we as like the male rappers, well, I don't want to say we, like I be doing it, but you know, like the most popular like rappers, like they almost shit on the thought of a relationship, and they all kind of, you get celebrated for the more women that you get. But I think what Russell Wilson has done is so dope. It's like he doesn't try to outshine his woman. Like he walks in the room, like you can tell he's really confident, and he just, to me, that's dope. And I feel like they should be celebrated more. I feel like that just should happen more because we don't see that all the time. And I feel like they're at that age, like, they're mid-30s, like, they're super successful. They got kids. Like, hold on a second. Tia says, I don't like the visual, and I was trying to help bring you square dudes back. See, now we got a woman who don't like that. You don't like a man dancing with his woman? Really? Wow. Somebody said, Kiddo says, I think it's because it shows they have to put in more work with women. People be hating on Russell Wilson. Like, rappers be saying shit, like other athletes, they be like, yeah, man, he is square. Like, why is that square? To do the right thing and treat your woman the right way. Okay, Dr. Dandruff says, Ciara is evil. She tried to change Baby Future's last name to Wilson. Listen, I'm not getting into all that. That ain't what we talking about. Names and last names, that's not the topic of discussion. I'm just saying, I think that's couple goals. I look at that and I be like, damn, I would love to be in some shit like that. That shit just looks great. To where you celebrate your woman. You put her on the gram. You're not, putting a code on your phone. You're not trying to sneak around. Like, I feel like that's dope. Nah, bring your ass back here, T. I want you to back up that statement. Tia said some bullshit. She said she don't like the visual. What is there not to like, Tia? That's a great visual. And I would think you as a woman would love seeing that. Flannel Jenkins said, I'm not setting goals based on social media portraying perfection. You can keep that. Listen, that's a fair take, Flannel. I'll give you that. But it doesn't feel forced to me. It feels like they were out at an event and they just was like, hey, this is a cool camera op. Let's take a video of us dancing. Chris Rowland says, I think it's lame if you can't showcase your partner or you can't have fun together. Tia says, I don't want to see. I don't want to see it. Why? I said this. I had said when I got out of my last relationship that, moving forward, I would just keep that part of my life private. I think the next relationship I get in, I'm going to be nauseating with the love. I just think you're going to have to get sick of me with whoever my boo is. Just because I'm just like, no, I think Black love should be celebrated. And I think us as Black people, if we do have a platform, I think that, that's a cool thing. I don't feel like you should feel obligated to put everything out there. But I feel like that's dope just to show, because sometimes, young motherfuckers need to see that. It could be cool being with one girl and treating her right. Okay, Valdez, when are we and CT coming back with the Justice League podcast? We don't know. I've answered this several times. So I see that we're talking about something totally different, and you've said it like 4 or 5 times in this thread. So I'm being cool, Valdez. We don't know. We stopped doing the podcast, the Justice League podcast, at the end of last year. I had some personal stuff going on. Now that I'm back doing content, we're talking about it. We'll see. We don't know. But shout out to CT. That's my brother. I love him. We will figure it out. We don't know yet where we're at with that. Okay? Okay, now back to all of this. Okay. Tia says, you good, Valdez? You just came in a little hot. Tia says, I'm all for the softer side of a relationship, but I don't want people looking at my man like a lame. Why does it? See, that's my problem, Tia. And this is what we are going to change very, very soon. I want to have my first guest. I damn near want to invite you on here now, Tia, and make you back that shit up, but I don't know if you're camera ready. No offense, but here is the problem. Why do you have to look lame because you're celebrating your woman? No, it's not no disrespect, Valdez. It's all good. You don't gotta apologize. Like I said, you're just coming a little bit hot. Don't ignore me, no boy. What's up with the Justice League? What's up, man? Tell me now. Chill, nigga. Day said, I like to keep our relationships private, but for people that love, I guess it's good to see a positive relationship. Tia says, and I've seen people sing and dance and look cool. Russell, you just say he looks like a goofy. Okay, I get that. See, Flannel Jenkins, it's like in this culture, it's like you're a killer or a lame. I do hate that. If looking at your man like a lame, for sure love towards you, they some haters. But see, why not be able to look goofy in front of your lady? Like, she said that too, like, I love it when he dances. His lady likes when he does it, so he's doing what his lady likes. Shit, at least it's not slapping a guy at the Oscars. So that's what I'm saying. If you're a if you know you look goofy when you dance, but you know your lady likes it and you do that shit, that's showing love to your lady. I don't think that's lame at all. Chase said, I think he got the lame title for the simple fact social media pinned him against the cool rapper baby daddy. Facts. And it's Future had her. They were engaged. He chose a different route. That's not bad that he did that, but all I'm saying is, look, that dude's a great quarterback. He seems like a great dad to his kids. Seems like a great husband. I think black love should be celebrated. And to me, they're couple goals. Because whoever, I'm telling you, next time I get in a relationship, fuck it. I'm going to be vlogging with short. It's going down. I want to do matching pajamas for Christmas shoots. I want to do corny shit, not just on fucking. Because I just feel like at some point we all get to a space where that's just what we want. I value that and companionship with what I don't do good with. It's just I'm trying to have a bunch of. It's just like none of this means anything. If I'm just dating this chick and she dating two other niggas and I'm dating two other brothers, like what are we doing? And I'm a dude that was married for 84 days, so I get it. I understand the fear and trepidation of getting into a marriage, but they make it look cool. I'm pretty sure that they're not gonna post it when they're having a fucking real ass argument. So I'm pretty sure they like that every day. But I like seeing them, man. They seem so happy. Valdez says, "Don't let social media define y'all real life relationship." True. Chase Dub said he's not courting at all. He's making money, take care of his family, minding his business. Thank you. Great take, Chase. And I think that we got to stop putting those lame jackets on people. Seriously. Hold on 1 second. 7-Line-B says, I look lame all the time and I dare a nigga to swing on me. They said, Renika says, Russell was lame when he was with the other chick too. Danny says, black people can be very judgmental towards each other, right? Valdez says, you should be able to be comfortable in front of your partner or in a relationship, right? Tia says, and I'm at work. You're trying to get me out in trouble. Hell yeah. Renika says, I mean, Tia, Russell by himself comes off as slightly uncool. How? What are y'all talking about? What's lame about him? You know how much money that man makes to throw a football? Hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, now, I mean, I'll let you ladies say whether he's handsome or not, but just as a guy, looking at him, he doesn't look like a bad looking guy. It's like, okay, like, I don't know what y'all want, but I'm like, okay, I look at him like, okay, does it look like a terribly faced individual? What makes him lame? What makes him lame? The fact that he celebrates his woman? Then call me lame then, because I promise you, next relationship I'm in, I'm finna be lame McGee. Because for too long, I tried to be cool. And what you can do when you try to be too cool, you can make your woman feel unappreciated. When you try to look too cool and too available on these social media spots, instead of celebrating your woman, you can make your woman feel not validated and not like she's the most important thing to you. So yeah, we gotta redefine these terms. You know what I'm saying? Because even as my daughter grows up, like I would want her to strive to be with a guy that's lame, to be with a guy that's gonna go the extra mile for her, that's gonna celebrate her, that's not gonna hide her in the shadows. You know what I mean? I just don't see how we call him lame. Kiddo says, lame or not, he has the lady, the money, and the family. You're right. Solano says, look where being a lame has gotten him. But I just think that that's crazy that the culture will even call him lame, because lame is a disparaging remark where we come from. Now Tia's trying to backpedal. And nah, you own this shit, Tia. Don't try to backpedal now. She said, don't get me wrong. I respect his work ethic, his love for his family, and raising another man's child. Then why are you calling him lame? What did you say up here before? You probably said something else. They said, crazy how people hate on a healthy relationship, but ain't got shit for themselves. Seems kind of bitter from all angles. Labor lot, he stepped up and is a positive influence in Future's kid's life. Yeah. Flabber says, I don't keep up with it, but love to have an opinion. Well, act like you do for this conversation, nigga. Chase Dub said, y'all just want Russ to call Ciara out her name and Crip Rock on Instagram. That's what they want. That's what they want. Tia says, and I've had a healthy dose of goofy dudes. Listen, man, I think ladies should revel in the lame dude, because if a nigga's lame, that means he don't care what he look like about you. Hey, Rhodey's back. So, Rhodey, what we're talking about is I had played a video of Ciara and Russell Wilson, and I was saying that they should be the new culture's couple goals because they're so amazing and they make me want to, get married and be in a relationship. And I think that that's super cool. And then the women in here, black women, I think, was in here saying that the nigga was a lame and a goofy. And I'm like, why would you call a man lame and goofy for celebrating his wife? But niggas think Future's like cool, and I ain't got nothing against Future, but Future be out here fucking niggas' wives, just talking crazy, and this is the epitome of cool. The ladies like that, and I'm not hating on Future. Listen, when we talk about Future, we talk about Russell Wilson. Both these niggas is making the type of money I plan to eventually see. So I ain't got a dog in this fight. This is just great banter for a morning show. But okay, Rhodey says, Tia trying to get like, Rhodey, save me. Rhodey says, I think people have been confused about what looks and is healthy because a lot of us didn't have good examples of healthy relationships. Thank you, Rhodey. That's what I was trying to say. You said it better. I think people have been confused about what looks and is healthy because a lot of us didn't have good examples of healthy relationships. That's why I love their relationship, because I think it's good for good people to see it. I think it's good for young dudes to be like, oh shit, he's with one chick. That's cool. He loved her. Jay Moore said, Russ ain't a real nigga. Yo, Doughboy, how am I doing mentally? I'm doing great, man. I'm day to day with this shit, I be having a lot of stress out. It's a lot of stuff I got to do to stay on the right side of the fence. But I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good today. That's all I ever do. I'll be making one-day contracts with myself. Like, hey, I'm good. All right. So I'm going to let y'all say how y'all feel about that. Let's move on, because I got a couple more things on the docket. Sorry about my stuffed up demeanor. All right. Here we go. This question came out pretty deep. All right, here we go. Simple question that we're going to talk about. Okay, this is the question. The biggest says, would you give up what you love for who you love? Would you give up what you love for who you love? This is a deep question that we're going to have to really jump into this. Let me blow my nose one more time. Would you give up what you love for who you love? All right. So would you give up what you love for who you love? Somebody says, as a father, I think that I don't know that we're talking kids here. I think we're talking relationship, if I'm assuming correctly. So I think kids makes that way too much more of a loaded question, just because it's a different dynamic. So let's not say kids. Let's just say relationship wise. Would you give up what you love for who you love? I'll give a personal example of me, right? I was in a relationship. This is my longest relationship. The relationship was about 7 years. Okay. And the girl that I was dating, Well, I can say it. It was my daughter's mom. You know, this is not no crazy secret that I feel she would feel terrible about. Um, and this is right around the time that I was starting, because me and her dated when I was doing the gospel rap thing in Sacramento, right? And the music just wasn't going anywhere for me for whatever reason. That's what I'm telling you. When I see stuff like Young Thug and all of that, I be like, nigga, you know how much money and effort and time I put in trying to be a rapper, and the shit just didn't happen. The shit seems easy to you. Okay, so the music had never really worked. I mean, it worked. We made a little bit of money, but this is back in the day where you had to get studio time or whatever else. So we didn't pop like we were supposed to. We sold some records independently, but whatever. So right around the time Ciara was born, shit, 3 months after she was born, I started doing comedy on the behest of my best friend Justin. And so at that point, my life started to come into focus. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do comedy. I'm gonna get on Wild 'N Out. So mind you, at the time, Ciara's months old. The money's running out, and so my daughter's mom, she was trying to get me to get a job for the state. Because they had the hookup up there. She was like, well, you should get a job. I'm like, no, I'm going to do comedy and then I'm going to move to LA. And I remember it being such a big deal. It was like, well, I don't want you to do that. This is what I want you to do. And literally, that was the determining reason because I was like, no, I can't do this. So me and my daughter's mom didn't make it. Now, mind you, like we're best of friends now. And, I went out did everything I said I was going to do. I still got a couple more things. I got to make this bank account catch up to the things I did. But, I did it. But I could have easily said no, got a job at for the state and stayed there. And we probably would have got married and maybe had a few more kids or whatever. But I couldn't do it. And to me, it really wasn't a compromise because I was like, well, I'm going to go to LA. This was before social media. I'm like, well, I'm going to go to LA. You can come with me. She's like, I ain't going to LA. Like, nigga, you just started doing comedy. Like, I jump off the porch like that. You got to understand, I didn't move to LA till I was 30. Shit didn't happen for me. I didn't book Wild 'N Out till I was 33, 34. And I was 450. So would I give up what I love for who I love? Absolutely not. Because I feel like if you want me to unless you feel like what I'm doing is bringing danger to me or somebody else, you got to have a really good reason. It can't just be you don't want me to do it. It would have to be an extremely good reason. But even if it was a risk to my health, like sometimes I am just still going to take that risk. Shit. I be taking a risk doing what I do now. Shit, this shit is stressful as hell. That's not good for me. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. And I wouldn't suggest anybody do it. You want to know why I suggest people don't do that? Because this is what you got to understand. This is what gets me through life with this simple synopsis. Life is a head crack. Everybody's going to die eventually. Eventually. It's something that none of us are going to be able to avoid, right? And when it happens, and the crazy thing is, you don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to make it to be 100 or if you don't know. You see what I'm saying? So we all live with a clock, but we just don't know when that clock is going to punch for us. There is no way that I'm living a life not doing the things that I want, not living the life that I want because of what somebody else feels. Not in a relationship. No. I couldn't. I could not. I can't live like that. And maybe that's why, maybe because of that, I'll end up single forever. And I'm okay with that. But I can't not live my life. Okay, let's see. A lot of people said, okay, come on, y'all. Get them likes up. We only got 54 likes. We got 74 people in here. Come on. Tia says, I can't give up what I love for anybody. Here we go. Hold on, let's see. Physical things, jobs and experience can be replaced. You can never bring back loved ones. Okay, true. Tia says she's tried it. It doesn't work. Colin says, it depends. I personally gave up competing in the sport I love so I could put in the time to build my family. Instead of competing, I made an adjustment and started coaching. Okay, compromise is good. But what if they just said this or that? And if it was just your woman, forget the family aspect of it. Because I get that. Like for kids, we were going to do a lot. I get that. I'm talking about just relationship-wise with the individual you're dating romantically. I think that's a better streamlined conversation. Jay Moore said, I sat here thinking about it. I can't give up what I love. Neither can I. I would say, yeah, I would give up what I love for who I love. But if the love is real, that person would never ask or demand or allow you to give up what I love. Yes. A said, would I have been happy if I would have stayed? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that. Danny says, I guess it's different if you're just doing a job that isn't guaranteed if it's a location issue, right? You can love someone and it not be good and save for the thing you love. True. Okay. Eva says, when you put away your dreams for that person down the line, you will resent them. Recipe for disaster. Yes. A said, I would make every possible compromise to make it work. I wouldn't give it up though. Okay. Bacon Johnson, would I ever play the drums again for the love? Absolutely. Jay says, life is a risk. That's a fact. Y'all are heavy in these comments. I love it. 79B says, I would say, yeah, I would give up what I love for who I love. But if the love is real, that person would never ask or demand. Yes, you're right. Okay. Now, A said, would I have been happier if I would have stayed? I battle with that question because at the same time that I've gotten a lot of success in what I've done, I suffered a lot too. Like a lot. A lot of shit happened being down here. Like that I didn't, I missed a lot of things. Like Ciara has been with me, for the last shit since she was a freshman. So we're going on 3 years, going on the 4th year in a row. But there's things that I missed in her childhood, like like when she was learning to ride a bike, little different things. Sometimes I feel like the stress wasn't really worth what I was doing out here, because when you doing this, and I'm not even on the highest level of what people do, but when you out here doing this and people start getting in your business and people start talking about you crazy, it's a lot about this that I wish I never see, wish I never went through. But overall, if I would have stayed and never came here to find out, I simply would not have been able to live with myself. That would have eaten me alive. At least now, if something happens, I can be like, well, nigga, I'll put in 13 years. There's nothing about what I've said or done out here that nobody can take that away from me. I've been out here. So, you know what I'm saying? Flannel says, are there any underlying consistencies with what you love from 20 to 40? Wow. I mean, I've still always just been more, I've always been like a really big creative. I love creative art. I think that that's what balances me out. Makes me normal. The not knowing, though, I could not have not known. Like, if I would have stayed in Sacramento that whole time and just kind of, I would be miserable. I couldn't. You got to go out here and see what this is. And it was big for me, too, because I knew one day Ciara would reach the level she's at right now. Like, Kiara's about to start going to college. She's looking for colleges right now. And I didn't go to college. Facts, I didn't go. And I knew one day she would ask me why I didn't go. And I would have to tell her, I'd be like, look, I didn't go, but I chased my dream. And this is what happened. So even if it wouldn't have worked out, I at least had to come out here to try it. Right out, you said I need to shape up, whatever. Who cares about me needing to shape up? Being a creative, this is Renika. Being a creative or dating a creative requires a different level of adjustments and communication. Oh, of course. Especially if you got somebody that's dealing with some issues mentally, or you know what I'm saying? Because most entertainers or most creatives got some level of, I don't want to say mental illness, but a lot of us be having a lot of stuff going on, especially comedians. Comedians, we are tapped in to be able to tap into darkness and lightness. So to be able to tap into dark shit and make it funny, like, come on. Rody Nicole says, dating a creative takes so much energy and trust. Could you imagine trying to date a nigga like Doughboy? A nigga who, by all accounts, had never really been drunk before 30, came out here to LA, at some point started drinking so much, went to rehab 2 times. Like, what? I'm a lot. I'm not, so I'm probably an entertainer on steroids as far as the shit that, we having to deal with. It's a lot. Any woman that can put up with my shit, I'm like, yo, you solid. You're an amazing individual. Because I ain't shit sometimes. Even Still Dream says, Doe, are you wondering if you made the right choice because now you don't have traditional house with the white picket fence and the dogs yet? Let me tell you. First of all, no. But I had I had heard this at some place, right? And so it was like this guy, he was talking about, he was in a band and, they were just going from state to state, gig to gig. And then like their car had broke down. None of them had gas money. They ended up in this neighborhood and they were just like, how are they going to get home? But then they like looked and they see the house. They like, you can see through the window. They were like having dinner and just all this stuff. And then they were just looking at them like, how do people even live like that? Like, that just seems such a terrible thing to do. Like, you know what I mean? So I know that sounded all around the place, but what I'm saying is the safety, the safety didn't ever appeal to me. Yeah, sometimes I think about that. And then sometimes I look at my peers and I be like, well, shit, the niggas I came up with the game with, not only they got the white picket house, that's a motherfucking mansion there. What am I doing wrong? So it's a lot that goes on with it, but I think you just have to be true to yourself and who you are. Like, I could have done anything else. Like, I was great at customer service. I could have did bank loans. I could have. It's a lot of other things. Like, I'm not a dummy. I just look like this. But it's just like you gotta live your life for you, though. Like, I'm not Doughboy if I don't do this. If I don't come out here and everything that I went through, like with the All Deaf, with Righteous and Ratchet, with Wilding Out, like those are just great moments in my life. I'll always be able to look back at like, wow. And even if it don't go the way that you go, because nothing seems to go the way that you want to go, but you gotta at least get out in the field and try. That's the only thing I'll be pushing for. Like, and no matter what you do, that you ain't gotta try to do what I do. If you want to be the best barber, if you want to be the best dancer, if you want to be the best electrician, I hate the fact that it gets frowned upon doing regular work. Regular work is cool too. I know a lot of rich people that have beautiful houses and great lives that are trash men, that are electricians, that are fucking security guards. Like, get your money anyway. Do what it is that makes you happy. But just understand that you're one of one. And when in the game of life, it's an arcade. You only get one quarter. You only get one try. You ain't gonna have you're not gonna get several tries. This is not Mario 3. You don't get to get 99 tries and be like, okay, this time I'm gonna try this. You get it one time. So no, me dating somebody or being with somebody, if you ain't gonna let me be who I inherently need to be, we can't do this. It's gonna be enough for me. I can't. It would never work. Like, how would this work? No. Sorry about that. At the end of the day, you gotta do you. Chase Dab said, garbage man getting that bag. You see what I did there? I see what you did there. I know niggas that be driving trucks, getting to the paper. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my boy Raymond. Shout out to my partner Raymond. Nigga that taught me how to play drums for real at Trinity Baptist Church. For years, he's been being a barber and, working for the state. Big money. Big money. Rody Nicole says, I want adventure and experience and a crazy fun life. Traditional is cool, but how your life should be authenticated and what works for you. Yes. Jay says, what God has for you is for you. You're right. Our traditions ain't traditional. You're right, Flannel. Trust the process. Hell yeah, Glico. Traditional isn't for everybody. It's a fact. It's easy and safe to be traditional. But let me tell you, this is where I learned that tradition, playing it safe will never get you where you think you want to go. I used to work for Wells Fargo, and at the time, I was thinking about moving to LA. And I remember talking to my manager. His name was D, little short white dude named D. I'll never forget. And I remember he was talking to me, and I was like, yeah, I really want to go out there and do comedy. Now, mind you, had only been doing comedy for like a year and a half at the time. But you couldn't tell me shit. I thought I was Richard Pryor in The Second Coming. So I remember, and he had come to one of my shows before. Nobody really thought I was funny back then. They thought I was cool, but they didn't think I was funny. So I'm talking to him, and I'm like, hey, bro, I'm really thinking about moving to LA. I want to get on Wild 'N Out. I remember him looking at me dead in my face like, you know what, Belcher, you just don't get it. I don't, you can be great here. You're funny, you're endearing, you have a way to talk to people. So I worked in a small business department, and we got like commission. I was always beating everybody's ass in commission. And he was like, you're number one on my team. He was like, listen, listen to me. I know you want to do this little comedy thing, but it's time to let that go. I've been working for this company for 22 years. You know what I have? I have 2 homes that I own. You understand? And I'm working on closing my third. You can have things like this too. I know you just had your dog. This is back when Ciara was 2. When Ciara used to come to my job and run around the job. Like, he was like, I know that you got your daughter. You want to do different things, but you need to think about your family. You think about what's going to be smart here. And I remember being like, okay. And I proceeded to quit my job, 2-3 weeks later. That ain't the point of what I'm talking about. The point of what I'm talking about is I remember calling somebody from that job like 4 months later. They were like, yo, you didn't hear what happened to the Wells Fargo or in the North? I'm like, no. They're like, they closed down the whole call center. I was like, shut the fuck up. Seriously? They're like, yeah, everybody got laid off. They didn't keep nobody. They didn't move nobody in different departments. They laid everybody off. And so the people who had been there for 2 weeks and the people that had been there for 30 years all got laid off, all got a 2-month severance package. So what that taught me right there was you can play it as safe as you want. That still ain't going to save you from shit. Everybody in there was playing it safe as hell while my crazy ass was driving out to LA trying to figure it out. And look what happened. Same shit can happen. So it ain't no safety in none of this. So you might, if there is no guarantees in any of it, you might as well do what you want to do. Now, if somebody said that was good for him, if that's what he wanted to do, cool. But he wasn't really talking like that. He was making it seem like, hey, there was things that I wanted to do in my life, but I made a decision to be an adult, and this is what I'm doing. I was just like, okay. But even the security you think you have ain't really the security that you think you have. So that's all I'm saying. So yeah, there we go for that question. This is a great episode. We almost wrap it up. Okay, I want you guys to see this. Actually, before that, let's talk about this really quick because I want to see what you guys feel about this. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. Colin Kaepernick last scheduled workout with the Las Vegas Raiders. Per TMZ, he has a workout with the Raiders. How are we feeling about this? Okay. How do we feel about this? Hold on. Ronnie, hold on. I didn't see. Rody said, Doe, whatever is meant to happen, what happened? You were called to LA, even you didn't realize it. We ended up exactly where I was supposed to be. I'll take that. How do we feel about Colin Kaepernick getting a tryout? I think I have an unpopular opinion on this. I might piss somebody off with this. And that's okay. Okay. This is how I feel, honestly, about Colin Kaepernick. I'll just keep this brief. Flannel Jenkins says no football. Give it a second. We got some football fans in here. I'll keep it brief because I know there's a lot of ladies in here. I don't think Colin Kaepernick really wants to play football. If you want my honest opinion. Do I feel like he was blackballed back in the day? Yeah. But I also remember when they said, when they a couple years ago when Jay-Z stepped in, they set up a tryout for him, and there was a bunch of football teams going, and he didn't show up. He waited till like an hour or two before the place. It was like, I'm not going to that place. Y'all come out here. And it was a place that was hella far. I don't listen. The whole Colin situation I know he got a bag. You know what I'm saying, for what they did to him, as he should have. The NFL paid him some bread. Like, yeah, it was wrong. To this day we don't know how much he got. But it just don't feel like he wants to play football. I just feel like Bro, you could have came and tried out for a team and you didn't. If I want to get into the league and play and they let me know this is a trial and a bunch of scouts are going to be there, I don't know. Just that whole situation has just always perplexed me. And people be like, well, he gave up his career for what he believed in. And I'll just be like, I don't know. Okay, I don't want to get overly deep on it. Because I just don't know, like, the thinking patterns and where it goes. You know what I mean? Because I get it. You were using your platform to bring awareness to some things, but I just don't know. Because, like, even the end goal just seemed like, well, how would you even tangibly get this? They were like, well, when are you going to stop kneeling? He was like, well, when the injustices are over for Black people in America. It's like, bro, how do you even tangibly? I don't know that that's going to happen within your career. Like, it just didn't. It's to me, and I'm not hating on him, and I'm not saying he can't do whatever he wanted to do. I just never understood it. Beggar Josh, you got to head out a little early. Do your thing. I just don't. It just to me, it's like I want my mortgage to go down, so I'm gonna hit myself in the knee with a hammer. Like I don't. I didn't understand it, and then they were like, "Well, everybody in the culture was like, well, we're not gonna watch football," and I'm like, until when? And then now it's just like 6 years removed. It's like now I want to play. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't want to get too far in the weeds. I don't want to make this a argument about, oh, donate for the culture. He's a sellout. He don't know what he's talking about. I ain't saying none of that. I'm just saying I want Cap to win, but he will forever be, this whole situation, how it played out, will always perplex me. I will never just openly, outwardly get it. Because I'm just like, so there's that. Okay. I didn't have much on that because I know that could get serious and political real quick. This, however, is something that I feel like a lot of us it'll be easier for us to wrap our minds around this. How about this? Now, as a fat nigga, hold on 1 second. As a fat nigga, I knew this was coming out months ago. But now you guys get to find out. What do you guys think? Oreo and Ritz crackers. The salty, buttery Ritz, the chocolatey vegan Oreo. If sweet and salty snacks are your thing, then you may be interested in a new snack brought to you by Ritz Crackers and Oreo Cookies. The two brands announced a new collab that will bring the famous snacks together at once. The snack, which is simply being called Ritz Oreo, will be released Thursday, May 26th. That's today. However, there's only a limited supply. There have been a total of 1,000 packs made. All people have to do is sign up to receive a pack of the sweet and salty snack and pay for the shipping and handling. So live in their store. According to today's show, the snack is simply an Oreo cookie and a Ritz cracker put together, meaning one layer of the cookie, of the traditional chocolate cookie with Oreo cream, and then a Ritz cracker with peanut butter filling. Over the past, okay. How do we feel about this? Are y'all trying this? Are y'all trying it? I mean, it is the sweet and the savory in the same bite. We're not doing it. I gotta try it. I just don't know what are we doing with the peanut butter in there. The peanut butter just seems like the odd man out. I can get the cookie, even though I think that chocolate is a little bit too chocolatey for the contrast of the Ritz, and then the filling. And then the peanut butter. I just feel like that's a lot of things running a train on your test buds. It's a lot going on. Peanut butter, icing, Oreo cookie, Ritz that has butter and salt. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you even doing? Somebody said, I'll pay for them to ship it just so I can do a reaction here with y'all. Hold on. Don't have me looking it up. Tia says, I never felt so fat. I can't tell you how long I looked at this post and how hard I thought about the new snack. You think that's bad? I damn near shed a real tear of pain when I found out that the Juneteenth ice cream flavor was out of Walmart before I had a chance to go at it. I'm like, I didn't even get to go at it. I didn't give a damn about what the culture was talking about. I was going to try the goddamn ice cream. I'd be like, yeah. Call me a coon later. Red velvet, cheesecake crumbles. Chase Dub says, I'm into all of that. I don't know, man. Ritz, cookie, Philly, peanut butter. That just seems like a lot going on. I don't know if I'm here for that. But I'll try anything twice. So, we'll see. Yeah, man. We put too much pressure on Walmart, man. I feel like the Morning Cup of Dough morning show got the Juneteenth ice cream up out of there. All right, now before we get into our morning affirmations, we have the morning roast, okay? One last thing I had to share with you guys. Now, you guys know what the morning roast is. This is, the equivalent to Donkey of the Day. When I see somebody saying or doing something ridiculous, they're going to get the morning roast, okay? Now, today's morning roast, hold on one second. Today's morning roast, here we go, goes to whoever's making this. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is a horror retelling of the famous legend of Winnie the Pooh. This, of course, is not being done by Disney. Winnie entered the public domain in January 22. So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey horror movie in the works. Okay. So much to unpack here. First of all, that Winnie the Pooh mask looks ridiculous. Nobody wants to see that. Second of all, hold on. Let me keep that up for a second because I want y'all to still be able to see this. Hold on a second. Okay. First of all, this mask just looks ridiculous. Okay. You got this nigga with a flannel on and some overalls. You got him looking deranged. He looks like he may be on some level of drugs. And then Blood and Honey, like those are two things that shouldn't even really been talked about in the same sentence. Blood and honey. And secondly, how do you even do this? Like, Winnie the Pooh was the most squarest animated figure ever. He never even had any bottoms on. The only thing he had was a red halter top. He was rocking around. He probably would have got an indecent exposure charge. The nigga didn't have no bottoms on, no shoes. He used to roll with a circle of squares. He ain't killing shit. Nigga just always be walking around doing this, eating honey. Nigga, you ain't finna kill shit. And I'm just mad at whoever. Okay, I'm not all that mad because I just hit the weed. Maybe that could be a vivid retelling. I mean, I don't know. If I get high enough, I'll watch it. But they get the morning roast for this. This is ridiculous. This is the problem that I inherently have with with Hollywood. Why the fuck won't we just come out with new original IPs, intellectual properties, for y'all that don't know what that is? Why do we keep having to do remakes, re-envisioning, rethinking? Like when they came out with the Superman and he was like really evil though. It's like they come out with a new Spider-Man every other year. Like, well, now this guy's gonna play. Last Batman was fire, I ain't gonna hold you. But why do we keep getting Batman movies? I'm not against Batman, but I'm like, we've heard this story told for the last 30, 40 years. Why don't we get a new story to tell? The Fresh Prince reboot, I haven't watched one episode of it. So come on, y'all. Like, but I'm not gonna lie. If you get me high enough, if it's on Netflix, I will absolutely watch it. But I'll be really watching it to laugh at it. Like, you guys are so fucking stupid. Like, the nerve of you. The nerve. Okay. that's everything that I had on the docket. Look at us moving through here today. I'm so excited about how this has looked today. You see the quality is a little bit better because I am a partner on StreamYard now. If you guys want to get a StreamYard account and you're looking to spend some money on it, hit me up because I got a good friend of mine. She's her name is Tangerine, and she's a spokesperson for them, so she can give you a code, a link, and good things can happen. But yes, so now tomorrow I'll have this lit up a little bit more, so I'll be able to use the green screen to get a better visual in the background, and I'll be able to get guests. So I might wait till Monday to be my first guest on. And I want to give you guys an option to call in. So I'm going to be looking to do that. And I can actually send you guys links now. So if you're there, I can send you a link and bring on people from the donation. You can come on here and you can talk your shit with me. So all my regulars, whether it's Chase Dub, whether it's Just Humbly, whether it's Flannel, whether it's Jay Morris or 7-9, like Living My Life, Mila Manifest, whatever, all donation will be in here. If y'all want to hop in here and give me your 2 cents, I'm rocking with y'all. It's lit. So we just gonna build this thing, and a little bit more every day. Like I said, I put the cash out there not to put no pressure on you, but certain videos I ain't gonna be able to monetize. But because I played the Jack Harlow video, I can't make money off of this. So if you guys want to, hey, drop $3-4 on me. You ain't gotta be much. You know what I'm saying? There's 69 people in here. If everybody drop $1, that's a good day. But there ain't no pressure. Don't feel no pressure to do nothing. A share goes a million miles. I like the fact that you even sat here and watched this. Is supportive enough. So, and for the positivity today, first off, if you can hear my voice, if you can see my face, you're already winning. So you're already 2 steps ahead of the game. And the vibe for the day is go hard. Go hard. Go harder. In whatever you're doing. Go. I know you want it. But guess what? The things that you want are going to take, it's going to take levels you haven't been to. Got to put your biggest blessings in the places you're most scared to go. So go hard. Push. Push. Push harder. That's all you got to do. Push. Push harder in whatever you do. Whatever you want to do. You try to get in shape? Okay, cool. Do an extra 5 minutes on your workout. Push. You know what I mean? Get there. Because you're going to feel good when you get there. Don't keep worrying about what's going on, because once you get to where you're going, you're gonna realize it was all about the journey anyway. I think about that all the time. Sometimes I'll be asking God, I get mad, I'll be like, why did I have to go through this crazy windy road? I'm still on it. Why do I have to go through this? And God be letting me know, because this is the path I needed you to go. Your path wasn't supposed to be like anybody else's. It's one-on-one. So I stopped trying. I threw my hands up and stopped trying to explain it. Stop trying to find a cookie cutter way for it to go a certain way. No, this is the way that I'm gonna just have to go. So I'm just gonna have to go hard every day. Like you said, somebody just said, though I've been here since the first episode, I want to say I'm proud of your consistency. I'm proud to see the show's growing. Keep it going. Thank you, EJ, because I've had consistency problems in my past. So now I'm just like this. I know I missed a day. You know what I'm saying? The other day. I'm just all about getting up and getting it back going. You know what I mean? Go hard. I thought we had a great episode today. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. So whatever y'all doing, I believe in y'all, man. For real. I'm not just saying that. Because at the end of the day, you are exactly who you believe you are. Oh, look at Tia Williams with the 1999. Bam, 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 bam. We appreciate you. Thank you, sweetheart. You probably said that because motherfuckers was on your ass. Now, I appreciate your opinion. You always have some great takes. Shout out to Tia Williams. Appreciate you. And just push hard today, man. Everything that y'all doing, I genuinely believe that you are exactly who you think you are. So watch how you think about yourself. Watch how you talk to yourself. Most important conversation you ever going to have in life is the one you have with yourself. Self-talk is the most important talk. I want y'all all to win, man. I want you to all believe it's possible. There are no impossibilities. Only like the man who believes that he can, the man who believes that he cannot are both 100% correct. You're going to go about as far as you think you can. Thank you, Tia. It's all love for sure. You know what I'm saying? I be telling people all the time, nobody is as good as I think I am. And once again, as I think I am, I am. I love some me. You think I got a picture of that motherfucker? Mind me. Love me. You know? I think I'm the shit. I don't shit on other people. But I have a very high expectation of myself. I don't even compare myself to other people. I be thinking I be killing shit. You know? Long as you moving forward, you winning. You damn right. Slow motion better than no motion. The road to success is not straight. You're going to have your bumps in the road, red light, curvy roads, but you got to keep driving though. You damn right, King David. Tia Williams says, be blessed, y'all. Go out, be great. That's all we got. That's all I got for you today. It's your Thursday. I will be here tomorrow for Morning Cup of Dough Morning Show. I feel really great about things. I feel like you should all too. I love y'all. We're going to go ahead and end this with love and peace. And I'm going to talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay? Okay? All right. Peace.